So I have never been recommended a bit of cycling kit more than this thing right here. This is a cycling radar, and so many people religiously swear by these things. And as a Wahoo user, I've been patiently waiting for their release, but I finally got my hands on one, so here are my thoughts. Firstly, what is a radar and why would you be interested in one? So it looks like a light, well it is, and you get all of the features that you might expect from a normal light and some extras, but I'll come back to that in a minute. But its main USP is that it's got a radar built in that can detect cars or bikes that are coming up behind you and can give you live alerts on your head unit, as well as giving an indication of how fast or how far away the car is. And the first thing that I noticed after using this thing is how impressive it actually is. Like, it can detect a car from a long way back, and it can even pick up multiple cars, which is pretty cool. It sounds like a pretty simple idea on paper, but in the UK especially, cars do not let you know if they're going for an overtake. And I have found myself a couple of times being too far out onto the road when a car goes for an overtake. Earlier this week, I did a 185k ride on my own, and especially later into the ride, not having to keep checking over my shoulders for cars was actually quite a nice benefit of this thing. But let's go back to the light itself, because it's got a couple of extra nice features. It will adapt the level of brightness depending on the traffic behind you. So if there's a car approaching, it'll go really bright, and if there's nothing behind, then it'll go dim and save battery. It's also got a brake light, so if you start to brake, it's going to go brighter to show the people behind you that you're braking, which all just contributes to reducing the likelihood of a crash. And from my experience, that's a good thing. So who is this thing for? Well, after speaking to a bunch of you, it seems to be one of these things that you didn't know you needed, but once you start using it, you'll never go back. Personally, I don't think I'm going to take it on every ride, but on longer rides or rides in sort of quiet lanes, it feels like a bit of a no-brainer. I will say that it's not all perfect. The mount that this thing attaches to is a little bit too bulky, although functionally speaking, it's great. But all in all, this is a really nice bit of kit from Wahoo. Anyway, get involved in the comments, long-term radar users, let us know your thoughts, and as always, if you've got any questions, drop them down below.